Hey YouTube. Um, well, I just got back from a hobby store that's not even 5 minutes from my apartment. And, I mean, they're nice enough people. They kind of specialize in RC stuff. Um, what's the name of it? I think they used to be called E-Hobby House before they went out of business. Then they kind of came back in business or whatever. Anyway, I don't do a lot of business with them because all of my quadcopter adventures have sort of been, solo bolo, with the exception of getting my help and information from my YouTube family, and, you know, all my supplies and quadcopters pretty much come from the internet, uh, via China or vice versa. So those guys don't see me too much. They used to see me a lot when I used to build model cars. Even though they deal with helicopters and airplanes and quadcopters, I used to build small scale model cars, and I was always in there looking for some type of parts and mini screws and little servos and stuff like that to try to help with the moving suspension of the models, because they would go up and down with the lowrider. I'm rambling again. Anyway, I went down there in the hopes that I could offer them 20 bucks, man, just to solder five, eight, eight, eight solder points on this board. You know, positive, negative, positive, negative, positive, negative, positive, negative, period. They didn't even have to attach, just solder an inch and a half of wire onto each one of these four pads, and onto each one of these four pads. Eight fucking things. I offered them 20 bucks and said, 25 bucks if you can go ahead and put a wire on each one of these pads on each ESC. And they wanted 35 bucks, man, to do that. And it couldn't start till Monday, and it wouldn't be ready till Wednesday. And the wire that they sold, which is kind of like this texture, which I really do like, it's more workable than like maybe this kind of texture wire. I don't know what it's called. I don't know the gauge, the difference. They wanted 5 bucks for this wire that wasn't even, I don't know, a foot long. Just one color. If I wanted two colors, I had to spend I would have to spend 10 bucks for two wires that wasn't even 2 feet long. So anyway, that was a great deal of my Saturday afternoon. It's now 25 minutes after 5. I kind of do feel like flying, but I don't feel like flying. Um, the spaces that I can fly are starting to get limited, far and in between. Besides my losses, I just don't like getting chased off of different properties. And so, I don't know. I kind of want to fly, but really, I wanted to build. I wanted something built, and, well, I thought I could maybe get this done by Monday. They won't start till Monday, and 35 bucks, I'm cool, man. I think we'll try it one more time. I got myself some more shrink wrap to add to my other shrinks, heat wrap, whatever. I bought this spool of wire. It's color coded for 50 cents at the electronic surplus. I bought this for 40 cents, the electronic surplus. I already have my soldering station. I'm going to try this again myself. What I'm going to do is do like I did last time. If I just do one ESC per day, and it takes me 4 days, then that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to really, really take my time. And the riskiest thing is the board. It should be super simple, but for a guy like me, dude, this was hard. I did it before, but it's hard. And what else is going to be difficult is I have to drill a series of holes in this little plate, which I guess is like an adapter for a motor mount. Um, I'm not too good at this. I kind of messed up on, I did it before on the non-clear 250 frames, but it's kind of weird when you don't really have a marker and you're just kind of going off of what you think the things would be. The guy didn't want to do this, and this ain't going to be hard at all. This is nothing because it's clear. I figured, shoot, you can just, kind of mark where you think the hole should be, man. How hard can that be? Duh, it's clear, dude. A little paint, a little marker, you kind of get an idea of where the holes are going to go. And anyway, man, I'm undergoing this project. Bugs 3 230 clear frame with the gaudy, I don't know what you want to call it, gaudy neon, trendy lights. I don't know. Something, I need a derogatory name though. But anyway, alright, wish me luck. This will be my Saturday evening. Back the convertible out and get to work. Bye. Hey YouTube, well, progress report. I got the motors mounted, and I cut out a space in the back for the battery cable, but then I realized I'm going to need to elevate it a little bit to put on the signal wires. So I mounted the riser, and I'm going to glue the board to the riser, and whenever I have to take off the board, I'm just take off the whole riser, because it only leaves one hole to screw in, and I don't want to bother with that. I'm going to glue it and let it sit overnight and let it harden right here. Even if I soldered it all tonight, it would be ready to fly, but come on, man. Me soldering the whole thing tonight? Not even. I haven't even started one solder point yet. But basically, this is how it's going to kind of look. And we've gone through a bunch of different blade options. And we have decided to... Well, here it is. I could use the Osema CG035 blades, but I'd have to drill the holes a little bit bigger. I could use the Bugs 2 blades, but I would have to shorten the blades down a bit the way I did to put them on the Bug 6. Or I could use the Bug 6 blades and I won't have to change anything except I have to put the little washers in. So that's what we're going to go with for now. We're going to go with the Bug 6 blades, and unfortunately now we have to start soldering. That sucks. I got zipper ties going through the bottom, and that's going to be how we mount the 3-cell battery. So basically it's going to be a little 3-cell monster. Okay, thanks guys. Bye. Hey YouTube, well it's 9:40. Still Saturday. I'm on the home stretch. I can't believe it. I do believe it. As far as I know, I soldered the ESCs. Here you go. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I soldered the receiver board, 1, 2, 3, 4. And I have the other side of the receiver board to go. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's it for the soldering. And this is where I usually run into some kind of oops or some kind of mistake which makes me blow the whole project. But bite my tongue. We'll see what happens. But so far, man, isn't this pretty? The red motors with the red body. I didn't plan it that way, but it's going to come out that way. And wait till you see. You guys may not understand what a spectacle this is going to be, but this is going to be a nice bird if it works. Once once I get the soldering done, I'm going to put a glob of glue on the riser, and I'm going to sit it like that, and I'm going to let it dry overnight. And then tomorrow, we'll wire everything up, and we should have flight. And as you can see, yeah, Marky's been a busy boy. Mess everywhere. Thanks, guys. Bye. Okay, YouTube, do not laugh. I'm not trying to be funny. I'm not cracking any jokes. I'm not even cussing. Yeah, that's my solder work. Isn't that a mess? Look at all the globs of hot glue. But it's done. Let's hope the solder is clean. Let's hope the connections are tight. And tomorrow, we'll wire this up. And we'll be flying it. Isn't this a pretty thing? It may look funny to you guys, but when it's done, trust me, it's going to be badass. You may want one. I don't know why, but the ESCs were way easier to solder than that board. That board was a bitch. I would have paid 20 bucks for just a clean solder job of this board. Because, you know, little pieces of metal fly, little pieces of solder fly. You don't know. I don't know if I ruined the board by overheating it by trying to solder these 8 stupid little wires. Anyway, this is a version 1 Bugs 3 board. It's soldered. Got my Bang Toys ESCs. They're soldered. I got my weird eBay fluorescent electric light orchestra 230 size frame. That gives you an idea of what the ESCs, what the LEDs are going to look like with the landing gear on it. And I got my battery cable ties. I got my riser. I'm almost ready, man. And outside, I have a neighbor who's been flying a X5C and something else. It's 10 o'clock at night, and he got one of his quads caught on top of a tree. I told him I'd be happy to get it down with my bow and arrow setup if he can get one of the neighbors or whoever's parked under that tree to move his truck, move his little Jeep or whatever. I'll get it out. But I got a lot of cleaning up to do. I'm tired. My feet are killing me. And, yeah, man, this has been a lot of work for me. Okay, peace. I'm going to load this video tonight. And so hopefully the next video you guys see tomorrow evening or tomorrow afternoon will be a completion video and maybe a flight video on Sunday. Oh, and guess what? That would be Satellite Sunday. You know what that means, right? No, it doesn't mean I get to buy ice cream. It means I get to go fly something satellite, GPS, which I'm thinking tomorrow will be the OSEMA CGO 35 day. Peace, guys. Bye.